Man, SummerSlam Night 2 just ended, and I could not believe my eyes at the final sight of Brock Lesnar coming back and F5'ing John Cena immediately after John Cena lost the title in a street fight to Cody Rhodes. Look, all the plans have been washed. The Rock clearly brought in somebody in Travis Scott that they thought was going to be committed to this thing, and turns out he wasn't. And because of that fact, they've had to course correct and switch their plans. They turned John Cena babyface. Look, don't get me wrong. It was nice to see everybody enjoy John Cena as a babyface. That's who we know him as in his career in general. But to do it in such a way that it's rushed, and we got to switch plans like this when it's so clearly because of the lack of direction and the lack of commitment on the part of certain people is disgusting. But the match was great. Everybody was into it. That iconic shot of John Cena coming up the elevator with Cody Rhodes on his shoulders and then him attitude adjusting Cody Rhodes on the ramp was fantastic. Brock Lesnar's back, and that's the main headline. Brock Lesnar's back, and we haven't seen him in 2 years. I think the last match we saw him in was against Cody Rhodes in SummerSlam of 2023 in Detroit, Michigan. And he's back. Obviously, look, there was two people from the beginning that people were saying that there's two people missing on the John Cena Farewell Tour. It was Brock Lesnar and Edge. Obviously, Edge cannot come back because he is signed to AEW currently. Brock Lesnar, they can make it happen, and they just did. Brock Lesnar has dominated John Cena for most of his career, so it's going to be interesting to see if John Cena can overcome that hurdle, climb that mountain, and just get back to what he needs to get back to. I personally see John beating Brock Lesnar and then going after the IC title and becoming Grand Slam champion because it's something that he's never done. And if I were John and, based on the direction that, WWE's going right now, I'd try checking out the boxes that I have not checked off in my career yet. That is the biggest one for him. Now, as the other matches go, the 6-tag team match that was TLC was phenomenal. They had amazing spots. Spanish flies in the top ropes, off the top rope and into the tables, power bombs. I mean, Tommaso Ciampa literally hung himself upside down to not get tackled in that spot. That was freaking awesome. Candice LeRae falling off the ladder a good 20 feet, breaking the ladder through. It wasn't one of those, she bounced off it. No, she broke through the freaking ladder. Night 2 was so much better than Night 1. Becky Lynch really surprised me in her match against Lyra Valkyria. She was vicious, she was vile, she was violent, and Lyra showed a lot of heart. I actually became more of a Lyra fan because of this match. Just a phenomenal match overall. I did not expect Becky Lynch to be that visceral in her attack. She could have bashed Lyra Valkyria's head in. She had that hammer and she could have bashed her head in if it wasn't for Bayley. Bayley saved Lyra. She fought, Becky, trying to save Lyra. Unfortunately, Bayley would end up costing Lyra with a punch to the face that was not intended for her. She was trying to get Becky, but she missed, and she caught Lyra, and Becky took advantage of the situation, still a champion. So Lyra can no longer challenge for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky Lynch holds that title. And it's insane to think about that. Then we get it off to the start of the night, which was Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, and that match was it was a banger. I mean, you want to start off the event with a match that is going to grab people's attention, and that match did that. I thought Naomi was going to win, and she should win because we've seen Rhea Ripley as champion 100 million times. We've seen Io as champ. We just saw that. Naomi is going to put a fresh spin on the Raw roster. I mean, especially as champ. So, and she deserves it. She's been there for 16 years or whatever it is, and she's hardly gotten any recognition for the work that she's done behind the scenes. And, she's been a team player the whole time and has not been rewarded for it. So I'm glad that she's still a champion. So Night 2 was completely just phenomenal. I loved every single match. I know I'm forgetting one match. I'll come back to it if I decide to. But all in all, great event. I cannot believe Brock Lesnar's back. And, hopefully we get to see the fallout immediately. Because we know that Roman Reigns is probably going to be stepping away to film Street Fighter. So he should be back around Survivor Series time. So we'll see how long it takes him to get back into this this world of professional wrestling. Oh, by the way, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu was, I mean, all the matches were good, but I feel like that match specifically irritated me the most because Solo is still champion. I find it hilarious and annoying at the same time that Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu have had weeks to plan to get somebody because they keep going in there 4-on-2, and there's just no possible way you're going to win 4-on-2. And it's like they need to add numbers. It's like, what are we doing? Where's your backup? I mean, is there no more family members to bring in? Do we not have a plan B? So it just sucks. And Solo Sikoa as champion, while Solo is funny and, entertaining at times, I don't feel like he's championship, material, especially when you have somebody like Jacob standing right next to him. But, it is what it is. But amazing night 2. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments. I am just in utter complete shock right now. And we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. And obviously on Friday Night SmackDown. See what they're going to do with this. So let me know what you guys think of the event. Comment, like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.